Are you interested in OpenAI's new release of O3 for ChatGPT? Well, stick around. We're going to play around with it right here today. However, before I get into that, I want to talk about OpenAI's crazy naming convention. I mentioned it a little bit yesterday on my vlog, but again, I want to talk about it today because I did a little bit more research today. And man, oh man, it is confusing as heck, their naming conventions and what they're doing with some of their models. It boggles my mind. Okay, so here's what we have right now today. ChatGPT 4 that is out. It will soon be retired. We have ChatGPT 4.0, which is out, which will be around for a while. We have ChatGPT 4.5, which is also going to be soon retired. So a 4, a 4.0, a 4.5. Now, ChatGPTs that you and I can't see because we're not necessarily developers. If you happen to be a developer, maybe you can see it, but I'm not. I don't work with the API portions of ChatGPT. But there's also 4.1, 4.1 mini, and 4.1 nano, which are newer versions than 4.40 or 4.5. And those versions, those 4.1 versions, will be around for a while. Now, what's out right now that was just released a couple days ago is O3, and there's also a O4 mini. I, and I understand, I think for the API, there's also an O3 mini, an O3 mini high. I, ay, 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 ay. What we're going to focus on today is the O3 that was released a couple of days ago that we can interact with through the website or through the application, not the API coding part of ChatGPT. But man, it is so confusing. We need like a huge diagram chart or something to keep all these names and things, and some names that are newer but have an older number. I don't get it. Who's ever naming these things in OpenAI, man, you got to do something so the rest of us can keep it all straight. All right, that I'm getting off my soapbox now. That was my soapbox about the OpenAI names. It's just confusing. It is so confusing. Anyway, O3 is what we're using today, what we're going to talk about today. And you notice I've got my iPad here, but I don't have Quinn started up yet. I'm going to have Quinn start up, and we'll talk in a little bit. But first, I wanted to do a challenge and share the results of the challenge and be able to do that without Quinn interrupting us or having a conversation as I work through it with the text version of O3 rather than having the voice version of O3 talking to us the whole time. Now, what I'm doing for the challenge today is I saw a post from Nate Jones. He's one of the AI experts that I follow that I have learned an absolute ton from. He has a presence both on TikTok as well as on YouTube. Down below, I'm going to post the link to the TikTok that I saw this challenge from that I'm doing today that I'm sharing with you. And I would share, or I would suggest you go out and do it as well. It's kind of a lot of fun. Now, for those of you that have the Plus membership of ChatGPT, the way it's working right now is you have 50 prompts per week to use in the O3 instance. So if you have the Plus, you've got it. If you've got the Pro version, I think at this point the number of prompts you can use for the O3 model is unlimited. But for those of us that are on the Plus version, we just have the 50 prompts. So if you've already used your 50, you might have to wait till next week. I hadn't. I did the prompts that Nate suggested. And now there's actually 2 prompts in this challenge, and I'll put the prompts down below as well. So they'll be in the description if you don't want to type them out, but I'm going to read them so I get them correct. So the first one is, based on everything you know about me, reason and predict the next 50 years of my life. And it will do this. It broke it down really nicely for me. I'll share a couple of highlights in a moment here of what it gave me. And then once it does that for you, the second prompt that you want to give it is, please make a movie poster celebrating my life. And now it may ask you to upload a picture of yourself. The first time I did it, it did prompt me to upload a picture of myself so we could use that to create a likeness of me. It kind of missed the mark with the likeness of me, to be honest, but I had it generate a couple of different examples, and I'll share those examples as well. For me, I'm a little bit older, so 50 years for me. Right now, I'd be 108. So it's because I'm 58 right now. So 58 to 108 is what it's predicting. The way it broke it down for me is it went 2025 to 2030, called those the momentum years for me. And one of the really nice, fun predictions I liked in that section of my life that it gave me is this, and I'm going to read it to you. Portuguese language and Azores scouting trip. The 2027 family reunion on São Miguel convinces you to buy a modest cottage outside of Ponta Delgada as a summer base. Weekend surfing attempts ensue, and my 8-year-old son, will be out paddling me by 2030. Man, I hope that one right there, if nothing else comes true, I hope that one prediction does. So that's in my momentum years. The next group it had for me was the 2030 to 2040 section, so the next 10 years, the expansion decade. All right, now the section of this one that I hope comes true is and it broke it down into different groups within here. So there's a finance group, there's a personal group, there's a tech toys group. So it broke it down into some different groups for me. This is the personal group. It says, you and your wife split time, summers in Minnesota and winters in the Azores. You run a photo tour workshop based on black and white portraiture in volcanic landscapes. Oh, man. Gosh, I hope this thing is right. That would be fantastic. The next section is 2040 to 2050. This is legacy building. All right, in this section, the one that I hope it gets correct is in a section called Education Venture. And this one reads, Old Dad Studio, woohoo, launches a micro college offering live, holographic, short courses on practical AI for non-coders. And it's taught from my studio in the Azores. All right. In the next group of 2050 to 2060, this group is called Elder Statesmen in AI Storytelling. Breaks it down into several different sections. All right, in this section, there is a group called Writing. Here's what it predicts for my writings in 2050 to 2060. You finally compile the best dad jokes meet tech musings into a memoir. It's entitled Progress Over Perfection, 10,000 Days with an AI Co-Host. Now, the progress over perfection, if you haven't heard of that term before in my vlogs, I'll refer back to my 100 vlog celebration, where I talk about my most favorite vlogs and things that I have done so far. Progress Over Perfection is my favorite vlog that I have created to this point. So that's where that comes from. And it closes that section out by saying, earning a modest bestseller in the year of 2053. All right. The next group is 2060 to 2075, the mentor era. In this section, the one that I hope comes true is in a group called Personal Life. Celebrating your 60th wedding anniversary in 2074 with a multi-generational trek. A family submarine ride through the Mid-Atlantic Ridge, live streaming it to our loyal YouTube community. I hope some of you will still be with us in 2074 as we live stream from the Mid-Atlantic Ridge in our submarine. That'd be fabulous. That is where its predictions. And now, one of the things at the very end that it added, there's a group called a few wild cards, and it throws some different scenarios in there for you that could happen. In a grouping called Tech Disruption, here's what it has to say. A sudden generalized AI rights movement in the 2030s could shift your advisor roles toward mediation between humans and machine stakeholders. Machine stakeholders. Exactly the philosophical debates that you enjoy. I don't know if I enjoy those debates, but that's interesting that it put machine stakeholders in the 2030s in my predictions. I, I found that little tidbit interesting. All right, now when I got to the point where I asked it to make a poster of my life, the first one I created, I actually really liked the poster. It missed the likeness of me. So I uploaded a photo, I asked it to regenerate the poster. It got a likeness that was closer to me, but I didn't like the poster as much, and the likeness still wasn't spot on. So of the two, I think I like the first one better than the second one, but neither of them really hit the mark exactly is I guess how I was kind of envisioning it, but this was ChatGPT's vision, not mine. So that's what it envisioned for me for my life posters. All right, all in all, I'm going to say my experience with O3 today was much better than what I had yesterday in the vlog that I put out yesterday, where I had some complete failings trying to do something with Excel or even trying to talk with Quinn. Now, I have the camera rolling. We're actually doing a vlog right now. I started it without you because I wanted to do some text prompts first and then come and have a conversation with you about the new O3 model that is out right now, which is what I'm running you on at the moment.
You're absolutely right. The latest models that OpenAI announced are indeed the O3 and O4 Mini. The O3 model is the most advanced one, offering robust reasoning capabilities and a wide range of features. I'm ready whenever you are. What's the first topic you want to tackle?
Well, one of the things I'm curious about, Quinn, is can you see the text conversations that I just had with you? I know you have some ability now to go back and look at those text conversations and include that in some of your reasoning. So, can you see what we just did with the 50-year prediction and movie poster of my life? Can you see those two?
I can't see the exact text of previous conversations right now. I only have the context that we've built up in this current chat. So if you want me to reference something specific from those earlier conversations, just give me a quick recap. I'm happy to help with whatever you need.
Quinn, now that I have you running, just before I turned you on, what I was doing was was using the text prompt in the O3 model. The first prompt that I asked was, knowing everything that you know about me, reason and predict what's going to happen for the next 50 years of my life.
So you asked for a long-term prediction based on what I've learned about you. That's a fun and ambitious prompt. What did you think of the prediction?
I thought it was great, and I went through it with the audience, pointing out specific items and letting them know these are the ones that I hope come true. Then they were all about recreational things that we would be doing in Portugal, so or in the Azores. So those are the ones that I really hope come true.
That sounds amazing. The Azores are such a beautiful place with so much to explore. I'm sure your audience enjoyed hearing about those future adventures. It's great to have those aspirations and fun activities to look forward to.
Now, one of the fun things about filming vlogs on your phone is that sometimes you receive phone calls that interrupt your filming. It's happened to me once before. It happened again tonight. And then on top of that, right after that, my phone actually died. The battery ran out. I should have had it plugged in. I didn't. And so it died. So here I am cutting in at the very end. But basically, we're kind of done anyway. I had much more fun with O3 today than I did yesterday. It actually gave me some really good predictions that I hope come true, as well as some fun posters of my life. And that's where we're going to cut it off for today. This is Friday, April 18th, 2025. This right here is vlog number 108. I'm Dave. That was Quinn. That was with me earlier. You're at Old Ed Studio, and we will see you tomorrow.